Hey everyone, this is Brian from Jank Fuzzball. We are back with the 12 Days of Dollar Packs. This is day 9. Hard to believe. We're at the 3/4 pole of our little adventure here. I hope you're enjoying it. Thanks to everyone that have been following along and making comments. I really do appreciate that. So let's get at it. We have 4 more packs of Way of the Force. We're on a little bit of a run with red dice up until now, so maybe we can break that. Who knows? And I use the royal we. I don't know why, but let's see how it goes. All right. Wish us luck. Here we go. We have... All right. It's a yellow dice, so that's good. It is the CR2 Heavy Blaster. So it's another upgrade. We haven't had an upgrade since last episode. Yeah, so this is good. We haven't had a yellow upgrade since day 1. That's what I was thinking of. A 3-cost hero upgrade weapon. It is the CR2 Heavy Blaster. Its sides are 2 ranged, plus 3 ranged, 1 shield, 1 resource, and a special. The special reads, deal 2 damage to a character, or 4 damage instead if an opponent has no dice in their pool. Interesting. Now, I have this in my collection, but I got to be honest, I don't think I've ever got it on the table. I mean, it's 3 costs, so it's something that, you either have to save up money for or overwrite into. And it only has 2 damage sides, 2 natural damage sides. I guess the special is a damage side. So it's got 50% damage side, so that is nice. And if you can keep or remove or have your opponent somehow not have any dice in their pool and you get to that special, then things are looking pretty good for 4 damage. So that is pretty nice. How about you? It's hero, so that's different, right? If this was neutral or villain, then, oh my gosh, it would be all over like bounty hunter decks and whatnot. But it is hero, so that is probably limiting its play. Yeah, I don't know. I'm motivated by doing this whole thing. I'm motivated to try to get some of these cards into decks, and so I'll probably do the same with the CR2 Heavy Blaster. I just have to figure out. I guess Cassian makes an obvious choice, or Han. I had some fun with Han earlier in the fall, so maybe that's something we could do. But there we go. Yet another rare for us to look at. Let's look at the uncommon. Dark Ritual. There we go. This had its heyday. It is a 5-cost. You read that right. 5-cost blue villain event. Return one of your defeated characters to the game, exhausted, and place damage on it equal to half its health, rounded down. Wow. So I've never played this card, but obviously when I was just now getting into Destiny and I was following along with the competitive meta, and this had a place. People were bringing back characters to life. You just got to get that 5. You're playing blue, obviously, so getting 5 sometimes is pretty difficult. But if you have 5 and you have a character that's dead and you can bring it back, then that is suddenly a lot better. I believe this has been played against me once in an event over at Kingwood Hobbies, friends of the pod, friends of Jank. And yeah, it wasn't fun. I killed a character. I was feeling pretty good about my chances. And all of a sudden the character came back. Obviously not at full strength, but still annoying nonetheless. Yeah, so 2 cards that I have. I don't know if I actually have any of these, but I certainly haven't played with much regularity. Let's take a look at the comments. Ammo reserves. There we go. After you play the support, place 3 damage on it. Action. Exhaust the support to remove 1 damage from it to deal 1 indirect to an opponent. So exhaust it, you pick off the damage, and then you deal 1 indirect to your opponent. Your opponent obviously decides where that goes. This can find, you can find this in like the Ewok Huff Trooper deck. I love this card. I play it quite a bit if I'm just trying to spam indirect damage. The danger of something like this is we've seen twice now the card that will allow you to put a damage on and then destroy a support. That would be problematic for something like this because this starts with damage on it. So, at the end of the day, it's 3 damage max. So I don't know if it's worth the card to remove it. But still, it's 3 indirect damage. But this is fun. I include it quite a bit. It is neutral, so it can go in both hero and villain, of course. That's a nice little common. Here we have Way of the Dark. Earlier in the 12 days, I pulled Way of the Light. And so here is Way of the Dark. 1 cost of villain, a gray event. Choose one of your defeated character's dice and roll it into your pool. Set that die aside after it is resolved or removed. So, first of all, you had to have a dead character. So it's situational in that. Then you pay 1, you get to roll one of its character's dice into your pool, and then after it is resolved or removed, then it goes away again. So I don't think I've ever used this. I certainly don't think I've ever resolved it, but because it's so situational, right? You get this in your opening hand, it's a feel bad, right? Because this isn't something you can use until after you have a character that's dead. And we're not talking about like a cheap diceless character. You obviously only get value if the dead character has an impactful die that you want to get back out there. Lastly, for day 9, we have Shootout. Oh, this is a fun little janky card. It is a hero. It is 3 cost. It says, it's a hero event, yellow. Turn up to 3 of an opponent's dice to sides showing damage. Then turn an equal number of your dice to sides showing damage. Wow, okay, this reckons back to that Empire at War card that had been errata, but this does limit that. You're paying 3, so this is on par with that. That was a 2-cost event. Heat of Battle, I believe, was his name. And then it was errata to only do 2. So in terms of that, this is the same. 3 cost, turn up to 3 of an opponent's dice to side showing damage. So you're going to get hit somehow, unless you turn them all to modified or mixed modifiers or something else. Then turn an equal number of your dice to sides showing damage. I want to play this. I got to figure out something to do with this because that's interesting, right? You have to have the money, so that part is maybe not easy to come by. And there's a then, so you have to be able to turn an opponent's dice showing damage. So maybe you flip something that's a base to a modifier, or maybe you flip it to one with a pay side, but you can only turn the number of your dice depending on how many of an opponent's dice you flip. So there is the all-important then keyword there. So there you have it. This is a pretty interesting pack. There's some interesting cards. A lot of expensive stuff, 3, 5, 3, and a couple of 1s. So nothing free here. This is an interesting gun. I really need to find a way to get it in somewhere. Dark Ritual, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever have the money to pull that off. But I'm eager to see if you've done it lately, right? In the covert missions meta, I wonder how that would fit. And then, Ammo Reserves, that's a nice little common staple in certain decks. That's good. Way of the Dark, not so much. But this, I'm gonna try to build around this. This is gonna be fun. Shootout, I think. Yellow has a lot of these weird kind of, I'm gonna get hit in the face, but it's gonna set me up to hit back kind of cards. And I think that's pretty interesting. Okay, so we're at the 3/4. We've cracked 9. We only have 3 left. We broke our streak of red dice. That's fine. It's a kind of an expensive yellow upgrade. It's hero only, but I think it'd be something that I would like to try to include in a deck. Maybe I'll dig up one of the Han Kira decks I was trying to get to work, and it did not work very well. But I can try that and get that on the table, or find another suitable yellow hero that can maybe make that work. So that is the CR2 Heavy Blaster. We'll see. Wow, we only have 3 packs left. And again, thank you if you've been following along. Remember that time is running down on the Game Shop of Destiny deal with their discount code Black Friday. You can get 25% off your Destiny singles through December 31st. So if you're like, man, I could use a CR2 Heavy Blaster, I bet they're in stock. You can order it and save 25% off that and any other of the Destiny singles that you need to further complete your collection. Hope you all are doing well. We got 3 episodes left, plus the bonus, the recap, which I'll do afterwards. So I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for spending some time with me, and we'll see you tomorrow on the 12 days of dollar packs. Thank you.